Like a body cam on you? See?
Yeah, I got a body cam.
Right. I mean, it works both ways. What's the big
This is
deal?
not an area for the general public.
But it's not fenced off.
I know it's not this time. We don't allow general public back here.
So we're not allowed here for a security risk,
Yeah.
to my understanding. I just want to be on a level playing field, which because I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth. So it's a security risk that we can't be back here.
Yeah, we don't allow nobody back here.
Is that
You
a
can
building?
be over in the road.
Is that a building policy or is that state law?
Well, that's building policy.
So you know our state law trumps your building policy. If we wanted to take that route, and again, I don't want to be argumentative. I just want you to kind of understand where we're coming from.
Hello, YouTube. In today's episode of Know Your Rights, we will be covering a video from the YouTube channel News Now, South Carolina. Please take a moment and head over to their YouTube channel and show them some love by subscribing to their channel. Before we jump into today's video, I want to take a moment and let everyone know that I have released my first ebook entitled Remain Silent, Top 3 Trick Questions Police Officers Will Ask You. If you want to know what these 3 questions are and how to respond to them, please click on the link in the description below to download your free copy of my ebook. Now let's get into today's video. Today's video took place in November 2019 at the Claiborne County Jail and Sheriff's Department in New Tazewell, Tennessee. The auditor in the video was doing a First Amendment audit of the jail when he was approached by multiple officers. What ensues is a war of words of what is a restricted area and what is considered public property when the officers try to enforce policy over law. Now, let's dive right into today's video and break down this footage.
Like a body cam on you? See?
Yeah, I got a body cam.
Right. I mean, it works both ways. What's the big
This
deal?
is not an area for the general public.
But it's not fenced off.
I know it's not this time. We don't allow general public back here.
What's your rank in here, brother?
Officer Sutton.
Officer Sutton, what's your rank in here?
I'm a deputy sheriff.
A deputy sheriff?
Yeah, I work civil process.
Okay, I was just asking. I just wanted identification. Thank
Okay,
you, sir.
Who are you?
That's okay. So we're not allowed here for a security risk,
Yeah.
to my understanding. I just want to be on a level playing field, which because I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth. So it's a security risk that we can't be back here.
Yeah, we don't allow nobody back here.
Is that
You
a
can
building?
Be over in the road.
Is that a building policy or is that state law?
Well, that's building policy.
So you know our state law trumps your building policy. If we wanted to take that route, and again, I don't want to be argumentative. I just want you to kind of understand where we're coming from. Hey, come stand right here. I just want to understand where you're coming from because I don't want any confusion.
We don't allow nobody over here.
And that's understandable. I completely agree with that. But again, if that's building policy, do you understand the difference between your policy and state law? If this is public property because it's tax funded. So unless there's a state law or a state statute to back up what you're telling me, I don't mind abiding by the law. That's just where I want to level with you. I don't want to be argumentative
Why you just doing tape recording?
for my safety.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
Yeah,
It don't bother me a bit,
yeah,
that's what I'm
and
saying.
okay, yeah, and again, I completely respect
why are
that
you going around recording our buildings and stuff?
because again, this is publicly accessible property.
But
So it's not like the front of the building is public and the back is private. This all sits on public property, correct? So again, if your building policy doesn't allow me back here,
it says no vehicles will pass this.
again, that's a vehicle code. I'm not a vehicle.
Yeah, I know that, but
So if you know that, why did you?
allow-
So you don't personally want it back here. See, it's a different. Again, I'm just trying to level with you. And again, I don't
I'm
want
just
to.
trying to level you.
I don't want to slander anything.
Trust
You're
me.
giving me a vehicle code about my
I
person.
understand that, but we don't generally allow nobody back here.
That doesn't change the law. That's what I'm trying to level with you with. If it's a law, I completely get that. I'm a law-abiding citizen. But if it's a personal request because of a building policy, if we wanted to be buttholes, which I'm not saying I want to be that, I'm just trying to level with you. We don't have to abide by that policy. That's your policy. But that sign there says authorized vehicles. I'm not in a vehicle, so I'm authorized to walk this area. If that makes sense. And again, I'm not trying to be a hard ass. I just want to understand where you're coming from.
Trustees out here working and everything. We
What-
don't right now at the moment.
Yeah, I understand. Well, again,
But see, our problem is they see you back here. Okay, it's okay to go back here.
so can I ask you a question with that being said? Why isn't there a fence built here? I'm just trying to level with you. Again, I don't want you to think I'm pushing any buttons. I'm just trying to level with you on a legal standpoint. If there's trustees working back here, why isn't there a fence built? You get what I'm saying, though? I mean, like, I get what you're saying. I just want you to understand where I'm coming from. It's always different for every
Filming
case.
back here.
Oh,
I mean,
just filming. Yeah, that's it.
how do we, you know, and I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand.
So far, we have established that there is a sign at the front of the parking lot that says authorized vehicles only. It does not say authorized personnel only or police personnel only. The courts have ruled that signs need to be specific when meant to convey to the general public that they are not allowed in an area. Just because policy states that only police personnel is allowed in an area, policy does not trump law. Currently, without proper signage, the general public is allowed to walk into the parking lot.
Lieutenant, who again?
Hurley?
Hurley? Hello. How you doing? And which one am I speaking with again? This gentleman here?
Yeah.
My name is Lieutenant Stephen.
How you doing? I'm Dave. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
How's it going?
Just trying to
Good.
understand a few things here. And again, I didn't want him to think I was being
Okay.
argumentative. Just trying to understand a few things. I get
Okay.
there.
We can walk back up to the front, and I'll have whatever conversation you want to have with you. Right, this area right here is not accessible to the public. We have seized vehicles that are secured here that people who are not law enforcement do not have access to.
So,
if you want to walk back up to the front, I'll be more than happy to have any kind of conversation you want to
All
have.
right, yes, sir. Could I ask you a question?
Sure.
Here, on camera, so because I don't want to slander anything that you're saying.
Okay.
Is this piece of strip here, is this public or private? This strip here.
This grass area?
This grass area.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine.
Okay.
So we can film from right here.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
That's
Stay
all I
right
want
there
to
all day
understand.
long if you want to.
That's
Okay.
all I want to understand. Again, I didn't want to put words in your mouth or say that you said
What
anything.
questions do you have for us?
Oh, nothing. We'll just film it, and we had to.
Well, I just want to make it clear.
Had a nice
that If
conversation.
you come on to this area here, you are considered trespassing because this is where we keep secured vehicles. This is the back of our jail. Of course, it's pretty obvious. You can see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do have a suggestion. Is where something is secure, is build a fence and then put a sign on it.
I
because
would love for that to
I'll
happen.
pay for it.
The county commission's
I'll
the one
pay
who
for
has
it.
the vote to do that.
Oh man,
We have
I'll
asked
call
for
the
them to put a
commission.
fence around it.
Everybody, please
Well,
call
and
the
I
county
asked the gentleman here.
commission.
So this
And
sign
we'll
up here
set
says
up
authorized
a
vehicle. That's a
PayPal
vehicle code. That's not an
account
authorized personnel sign.
to get fences.
That doesn't mean it's restricted to us. There's restricted vehicles that's allowed back here. So how is my person not allowed back here? But it says
Well,
authorized vehicles.
if we find people here, we educate them about it.
But there's no sign there.
Okay.
So again, is that a policy? Is that a request? Or is that a state law? That's my question.
It's our policy.
It's a policy.
because
So again, back
we
to
are
him.
required to secure these vehicles.
But I'm not threatening any vehicle. So
The
your
law
policy doesn't trump my state law. This is public property here. This
Yeah,
is all
what
tax
you're
funded.
saying on fine. What you're saying on fine. We have a right to secure areas because there are evidence.
And I get that.
Evidentiary
But
issues.
but with this being tax funded, all this is public. So until there's a state law saying that none authorized LEOs isn't allowed back here, your policy doesn't trump state law. That's what
I'm not
and
going to argue.
I don't want to argue
semantically.
with you. I just want to
But
kind of
you
understand where we're
actually
coming
do
from.
want to argue because that's what
No, I'm
you're
not.
doing.
No, again, I just want to
You can
understand.
stand there all day if you want to.
Okay.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Ultimately, the police broke contact with the auditor and stated as long as the auditor stayed on the grassy area beside the parking lot, they could continue to film. But if they stepped onto the concrete parking lot, they would be arrested for trespassing. The lieutenant stated that policy dictated that the parking lot was not open to the general public. But since the correct signage is not up, state law would trump this policy and the parking lot would be open to the general public. Well, YouTube, I hope you liked this video, and please remember to go over and check out News Now South Carolina's YouTube channel and show him some love by subscribing to his channel. If you like this video and want to see more videos like this one, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have a video you would like me to break down, please submit it to knowyourrightsnews@gmail.com. The link is in the description below. And while you're down in the description, please don't forget to get your free copy of my new ebook, Remain Silent. Until next time, YouTube, you stay safe out there.